As a kickoff to Mental Health Week 2015, I'm going to talk about mental health and being a new parent. Now, before people become new parents, mom is usually pregnant. Well, almost always pregnant. And a lot of times what happens is when mom is pregnant and mom and dad are getting really excited about this new baby and, really feeling good about welcoming a new baby into the family and talking a lot about the magic that it's going to be and how wonderful it's going to be and how beautiful and special it's going to be, and just talking about sort of bringing this new person into the world as just everything wonderful, everything beautiful, everything perfect, and everything right. And although a lot of that is true, it's not always all true, especially in that first little bit after the baby is born. And what a lot of women find is that because there's been all this talk about this being so special and so amazing and so wonderful, when the new baby comes and all of a sudden, your world can feel like it's been turned upside down, and there can be issues with breastfeeding, there can be issues with sleeping, or there's almost always issue with sleeping, especially in the first little while. There can be issues with, health concerns with the baby. There can be issues with mom recovering after having the baby, if it was a cesarean, or if there is any kind of complications during the birth, then mom is recovering, and it can be a really difficult time. And all of this kind of starts to play into postpartum depression. And I think the hardest thing about postpartum depression for a lot of moms is the fact that, we start to think and feel and believe that it's supposed to be this wonderful, amazing time, and then so get even more upset with ourselves because we're struggling emotionally and mentally and psychologically, and feel like we're letting ourselves down, feel like we're letting our babies down. And I think it's really important that, we start to spread the word about mental health and being a first-time parent, that, it is a struggle. It can be really difficult. It's not bad to struggle. It's not weird to struggle. There's not something wrong with you if you're having a really hard time, especially in that first little while. And then to boot, if you are struggling with postpartum depression, that's enough. You've got enough on your plate if you're struggling with postpartum depression. You don't also, need to be feeling bad about feeling bad. So today I'm just bringing awareness to mental health and being a new parent, and the fact that it is quite common, whether or not it's just postpartum blues, postpartum depression. I think a lot of women go through that, and it's okay, and there is help, and there are things that you can do, but beating yourself up or punishing yourself or feeling guilty or bad for feeling this way is definitely not one of them.